everyone, I hope you're doing great today. Look at where we are. We're in the forest because since the start of this week we decided to go back in the van and it's a long story short, but basically we stayed in the Airbnb that I showed you for 2 months during the hype of the pandemic, and then from June in Canada everything has kind of reopened and it seems to be going back to normal, obviously while keeping all the safety measures and stuff. But from the 1st of June the recreational campings have reopened, which to us was a sign that, you know, from that day on it would be safe enough to go back in the van. And so this is what we have done. I'm gonna show you the van where we are now. So right now that's the van. I will be giving you a tour of the van next time, I think, because I know you're gonna be asking. It is not a van, it's actually a truck box. You see there's the pickup there, and that's the box that you put on top. So yeah, I will be showing you that. So right now we are staying at a recreational campsite, which in Canada is quite cool. In some provinces of Canada there are those recreational campsites, which basically are like campsites, but they're not serviced, so there's no water, no electricity. There are toilets here in this case, but they're not, you know, maintained. But you can stay here up to 2 weeks and it's free. So this is super cool. I couldn't believe it when we first arrived. I was just like, this is like awesome. There's like so much space and you have no neighbors basically, so it's really, really cool. So we're not really back on the road as much, we're just back in the van, in the sense that we're probably gonna be staying you know, a week in one spot, a week in another spot, but always staying in the region that we are now. We're not really gonna cross provinces. Before all of this happened we were planning to go to the US and do the West Coast, but that's obviously not an option right now. So yeah, it's quite cool to be back in the van, and for me it's been nearly a year that I haven't lived in the van, because I sold Pam in, when was it, June I think? No, July. And then I went around with the bike, and then we did, you know, house sitting for the winter. So it's really, really nice to be back living in the van, because I miss that, and just waking up to this every day. It's just beautiful. But anyhow, I need to go to the post office and we're gonna take the bikes for that, because the closest town is about 20 minutes by bike going down. Going up is probably gonna be 40 minutes. But yes, I think we're gonna go now.
I follow you around like a dog on a chain. Since I found your love, it's always been the same. I'm never out late, I do anything you ask to get a pat on the back. I swear that I've been on every airline, from Memphis to Seattle, to be by your side.
We just stopped at a famous ice cream place, and Ferran just went in to check if they have any dairy-free ice cream. Fingers crossed. You didn't have any?
There's a sign that says, if you have allergies from nuts, dairy stuff, sorry.
No ice cream.
Oh well, I'd probably quit drinking, keep some money in the bank, and if I could, I swear I would hide your memory away. I wouldn't have.
So we didn't find ice cream, but we stopped for chips, and did you hear that? A beer. And we just came next to this beautiful lake, and yeah, we're just gonna enjoy this, because it's to go back to the spot where we are, it's all gonna be like this, so steep.
Through dead malls and lake falls and east wind skies, we send familiar heartache down telephone lines. It makes me wanna lock you in the house sometimes. Well, I was born a lucky guy, and it's all that I am today.
So I'm tired, okay, and I just fell for the first time in my life on a cattle grid, and Florent really wants to reenact the thing. Ignore the hair, but I bruised my whole leg, and I think in the next few days this is gonna be painful.
Learn other ways, but not today. And it's all
We made it back to van. And now it's time to...
Shower.
Yay! Plan for this afternoon is actually to finish this little pine needle basket that I started yesterday. I was trying to kind of, I don't know if you can see, but a kind of ombre style on it, and I want to make a little lid for this. I don't really know what's gonna be for, but yeah, I'm just practicing. And a lot of you asked for me to make a video on how I'm learning to make them, and I will be doing that next, I think. So bear with me while I collect some footage for that video. And yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the sun. It's a beautiful day, and enjoy the view. And I just saw a hummingbird. It's this small, coming so close to me. It was just stunning. And I forgot to tell you as well that this recreation site is actually a motocross. There's a network of motocross trails, so it's not as good for biking, but it's great for motorbiking. And there's so many motorbikes coming up to go on the trails, and I'm so jealous, because you might not know, but when I was when I was a teen, I used to have an enduro bike, and I used to love going for trails. Although in Italy it's not as common to have trails where you can go off-road, so I am thinking of maybe renting a bike if I can find one, and for a day or two, and to use it on those trails, because I am honestly dying to go for a ride. So I better get going. Look, the sun has gone down. It's so beautiful. And I wasn't quite able to finish the lid. As you can see, I think I'm missing still a row, but I think I'm gonna be doing this in the van. And there's a, I don't know if you can hear, but there's a group of people that have been camping here since the day we arrived, and the only way they seem to communicate is by screaming. I don't really understand why.